Welcome back
to another episode of the Golden Age of Gear. I'm Joey. This is my pal Derek.
Tis.
Tyam. T-is.
Yeah.
T-are. We're talking about EQ pedals today.
Yes.
I went through this. This is kind of like a side quest from the Clean Boost episode.
Yes.
I put a post up, for those who are not familiar, I put up a post saying, hey, I'm looking for super transparent Clean Boost. I have a guitar. This is what drives me nuts about the internet, because I was like, I have a guitar that I really love the way it sounds, but the output of the pickups is super low.
Right.
Like it's an old guitar, or it's based off an old guitar, and we wanted to go super authentic with it, but the output of the pickups are super low, but I don't want to change the voicing of the pickups, so I don't want to put hotter pickups in it. I just want to boost the level coming out of the instrument, keep it as pure as I can. And of course, everybody was like, change the pickups, raise the pickups. I don't know about Clean Boost, but here's a fuzz pedal I really like. There's like a lot of that. But I got a lot of comments of people saying, check out the GE7. Mm-hmm. And I've known about the GE7 for quite a while. Pardon me, but I've never played one, never had one. And so I got my hands on a couple. You got your hands on a couple.
Yes.
And then we kind of went a little crazy and picked up a few other ones. And then I brought some of my faves from my sort of collection too. So there's a great video of Tom Bukovac talking about him using, I believe it's the XTS modded GE7, or maybe it was the Analog Man. I can't remember which one he used originally, but using it for a mid boost, like a solo boost pedal.
So how I got mine, we did that boost thing, and you were talking about it. Once we were done, you were talking about the fact that, like, yeah, I got to do some comparisons of, like, the XTS versus the Analog Man versus the original. And then last week, I was in Tennessee, and I did Gear and Beer with Rob Baker at Rob's place, and he had just the stock GE7 on his pedal board, and I ended up playing through his board into a generator, and it was on when I first plugged in, and I was like, oh, that sounds really good. And interesting sidebar for anybody that are like big Revv fans that know the difference between the 120 Revision A and the 120 Revision B. Putting the GE7 in front of the 120 gave it that extra little push and tighten the EQ to make it feel a little more like the Revision B is.
So you no longer need to buy a Revision B. You can buy the cheaper one and just get an EQ pedal.
Well, you can buy the discontinued one and get an EQ pedal, or if you have, but more like if you
I'm just joking.
No, yeah, buy them all. Buy all of them, because my children like to eat and have many of them. So, you know, yeah. And Joey would like to eat as well. So buy the new Joey D20 JL. That's our shameless promotion. Also, smash that like button and hit the subscribe or whatever it is that you do. There will be a funny thing with a couch and you and I in the middle of this somewhere too that tells you to do the same thing.
That sounds like it's different than it is. You'll see.
If you could just have one wish, only one thing in the world that you could get, what would it be?
I'd love to be able to breathe underwater, but second to that would be to have people subscribe.
Okay, cool. You can do that below. Yeah.
So yeah,
anyway,
so you tried it out.
So I tried it out at Rob's, and then the next day I was at Woodshed, and XTS was there with a booth, and they're like, we actually have some, like, they had some pedals that they were selling, and I'm like, you don't have one of your, like, your XTS modded GE7s? And they're like, we have like 5 of them. And I'm like, I would like to buy one, please. So we made an arrangement where I procured one of these wonderful pedals, and then I bought the plain one so that we could see the difference. And they did explain it to me, and I'm really sorry that I'm horrible at remembering what it is. But essentially, can I tell you what I was told and what I remember?
Yeah.
The Analog Man does more to clean up the noise from it.
Yeah.
The XTS actually shifts the mid range.
It shifts all the EQ points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the original does what the original does.
Yeah. So they all kind of operate within the same octaves of the same frequency, but the GE7 starts down at 100 hertz and goes up to 6.4, and then this starts at 400 hertz. So they're all multiples of the same frequency. So
Okay.
400, 800, 1200, 16. I guess or 1.2 is not, but whatever. You know what I mean? These are more guitar specific frequencies, where this is a little broader.
Right.
So, yeah, and yeah, so this is like, these are all multiples of the same octave, and this one gets into some more guitar specific frequencies. And I think they also replace all the chips.
They do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
They told me.
The
And
Analog Man one includes the same chips that they use in the King of Tone.
Okay.
And I think that's what gets the noise floor down and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that the chips that were originally used in the GE7s were not like the highest quality, but you're gonna get noise no matter what you do, like
yeah.
boosting frequencies like that. But
Fun sidebar, what the guys from XTS were telling me is that they have to do different things to different GE7s depending on where they're manufactured. So the Taiwanese ones versus the Japanese ones. Versus,
Oh, no way.
Yeah, that they found that they have to change different components depending on where
they're
the
made.
pedal came from. So,
I mean,
yeah.
makes
Also
sense.
gives you an idea of the level of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the level that they will drill down to make sure that it's correct. Like they're gonna,
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
they're
there's
not
a lot
they're
that
not just
goes-
gonna do a stock run of mods and off they go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's got to be right, not just we replaced these components and that means it's right. Nope, it's gotta be right. So highly recommend those guys. I'm not meaning for it to be a commercial for those guys, but the guys over at XTS, the pedal boards they build are
They're
gorgeous
killer. Yeah.
and they're just beauties of dudes. Good hangs with them all weekend. Like really solid dudes.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway,
Where do we start?
well, I picked up the Behringer one because that's $36 Canadian. I don't know how you can build anything, like any pedal.
Which, yeah, if you buy that in the US, they'll actually give you money.
Yeah, pretty much. So I just wanted to pick up a couple others so that it wasn't just the GE7s that we were doing because, yeah. And just see like, okay, how do they each respond? And let's kind of see what's what. So I don't know. Yeah, where do we start?
Well, why don't we do like a little noise floor test? Let's zero them all out. This one has no notch. So I'm thinking like no signal, even just like.
Oh yeah. I will just say also the signal chain. I'm running into my pedal board, which has the tilt boost and the chat breaker on right now, and that's why I've got the like that nice crunchy tone. Straight into the D20 Mark II.
Why don't we?
You want to get rid of those?
No, let's just kill the tilt EQ for now, because
Okay.
it's doing some EQing too.
So
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, little bit of noise, but quite a bit quieter than this one. Ooh.
ooh, there's nothing there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
This is a preamp, so this will probably. It's going to have quite a bit more volume on tap anyway. So both the Boss stock, I guess really once you start pushing frequencies, that's when you start to hear it. So, okay, well here's a thought. Why don't we compare the Boss, the stock Boss, to the XTS? But so okay, here we're boosting.
You can set it all to like let's set it all at an equal start point.
Okay.
Like let's equalize the starting point, Joseph.
Girl. Okay, well,
Like what I did there?
I do.
Brought to you by LaCroix.
LaCroix. Okay, well, I'm going to do like some of the same boosts here. We don't have the 6.4K. So, yeah. Let's just kind of do like a rough, similar thing with all of these guys. 432. 400, 3.2, 6.4. Okay, let's just see if, and then we're boosting the volume a little bit on all of them. That one doesn't have a volume, so. Okay.
Okay. What do you want me to play? Chords or?
Yeah, just play the same thing. I don't know.
I like the clarity on the XTS over the the GE7 for sure. Like there's these
Definitely
little like little harmonic-y trail things on the higher notes on the GE7.
Yeah.
That the XTS one like just kind of slides those out of the way for you.
Well, and on this one, we're boosting a bit at 3.2K and a bit at 6.4. This has neither of those frequencies, so I just boosted 4K, which is smack dab in the middle of both those frequencies.
Yeah.
And it's like, it is a little bit, like it's, we're splitting frog hairs here. Like it's really, really subtle. So, I mean, you get any one of these pedals and you do something, you're going to find a great sound. This one has the most color. And, and it's not meant to be transparent. It's meant to be like, it's meant to have a vibe to it. But
yeah, like it's more of a preamp than an EQ, right?
Yeah, and this is the bass EQ, and I bought it because I thought maybe some of the frequency points would be a little more usable for my low tunings. And I did find it pretty effective for that, but
I thought you were gonna say that you bought it to plug into your brother's rig so that you could change how he sounds. I bought you something.
Here. Yeah. The sliders don't move; they're glued in place.
Yeah.
So it's really weird.
Yeah.
I brought the Condor because it's one of my favorite pedals, but we can check it out maybe at the end.
Sure. I was kind of surprised by this.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying how good it sounded.
Yeah.
Let's go back and forth between this and the XTS.
Yeah, like the XTS does sound better, but also,
I mean, this is way noisier. So here, just listen with no signal. So in order to get it to sound closer, I ended up having to boost a little more on the bottom end, like where the XTS just out of the gate has a little more booty to it. But being boosted volume-wise by the same amount, listen to the noise.
Right. Well, and let's do.
Yeah. So that's the XTS going into a fairly high gain setting, right?
Okay, immediately, now I notice a massive difference.
Yeah.
That is 100 times better than this. Like, that just is crisper. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more of the frequencies you want to hear.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
do you want to play them? Because
Yeah, sure.
yeah, I'll give you my chord. What do you want? You want all the gains or just a little bit of the gains? Oh, geez, hold on.
Give me that Chase, or the Trap
the-
Breaker.
Okay.
Give me some. This one has a notch thing kind of going on. I mean, I boosted those frequencies quite a bit, but it's kind of cool.
Like for what you were trying to do with that baritone,
Yeah.
that XTS would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I actually do have one of those too. Let's see what kind of thing this does. This is built by a guy whose pedals I love. He builds in Australia, in Sydney, and he's an amp repair guy. Earthling is his company. He builds this great overdrive pedal called the Glissando. My hands are in stupid shape right now. It kind of like, no matter what you do, it kind of just has this interesting little mid-range hump to it. Like even set fairly flat. Let's cut the mids a bit and see what it does. Pretty cool boost pedal.
Yeah. Let's try these two against each other.
Sure. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I picked these two up just at Long McQuaid here.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what other EQ pedals do they have that we could try? And they had the 10-band MXR.
Yeah.
But I was like, the other ones are like 7-band. I'm not going to bother getting a 10-band. But now I'm kind of wondering if the 10-band had a volume control or like a level control on it as well.
I think it does.
Yeah. So it's interesting that there's no boost to that. Like it's just straight EQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing that would be interesting just to know is what the actual cue of the frequency hump is. There's your cocked walk. It's a sound.
Yeah.
It's not a sound I want, but it's a sound.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this Condor.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me.
So it's got a drive section built in, which is really, really cool, and then it has a fixed point bass control. And then with the dip switches on the front, you can control basically how wide of the bass cue it is.
Okay.
So, yeah. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory there.
Yeah, you can hook up an expression pedal. That was cool.
Yeah, well, I'll show you that. That's my favorite thing it does. Then the mids are really, you can make them super sharp. So. So very, very in line with kind of what Chase Bliss does. You can take things to the extremes. But I've always been a really big fan of their filters. And on a variety of different pedals, they have the low pass filter.
Yeah.
And I've used that a lot. I've got this expression pedal hooked up to it. I've used that a bunch live, and it's a sound that I really, really, really like. But this thing is killer. I mean, it's got a lot packed into it. And then if you're familiar with the Chase Bliss platform, they have all these dip switches on the back, which basically are, so the left bank assign knobs to the expression pedal. So that's how I'm controlling the low pass filter by selecting the low pass filter here. So if I select the volume, like that, and then this, when an expression pedal is plugged in, it controls which direction they go. So then this is the volume knob. So it basically goes from all the way down or all the way up to the point where it's fixed. So if I turn the volume knob down, then it...
Yeah.
Or...
That's cool.
Yeah. And then the other thing that they do is that if you don't have an expression pedal plugged in, it has an internal LFO that functions like an expression pedal and turns it into, so you can, and then where's it bounce? Where's the bounce thing here? So then, so now I'm using the internal LFO. The gain knob turns into the speed knob, and it's basically doing what an expression pedal does, but just with the LFO inside. And then we could do that with the mid frequency knob.
Yeah.
Or with the low pass filter, which would be really cool. Anyways,
Can you tap that too?
I don't think you can.
Okay.
I think that's kind of one of the limitations of it. But It's pretty rad. But a lot of people don't understand the dip switches, are very confused by them. And understandably so. Like it does, they can be really confusing, but the main function of them is to assign expression control. And your choices are control it yourself or use the LFO inside to control the expression. And then there's another thing you can do. I can't remember how to do it, so I'm not gonna bother. But you can set up the drive. This activates the gain knob. So I can add that in, as an extra boost if I want.
Gotcha.
Or you can assign this to control one of the knobs. So you could do like a momentary
on and off kind of thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's pretty deep for a little footprint, but anyways,
Yes.
I love their stuff. I've been a huge supporter of Chase Bliss for a long time. I find their stuff really inspiring. But as far as like a plug and play EQ pedal, this is probably the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. This is fun.
EQ pedals.
Yeah.
You need one.
Yeah. The utility pedal that's more fun than you think it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catch you next time, guys.
Yeah. See ya.